Welcome back to my channel. So this is the part 2 of the video I posted yesterday, and this is where we stopped. Right, we are done pleating or draping the design or at the front. Now the next thing that we are going to do is the back. A lot of you have been asking me how I did the back. For the back, it is the same draping, though this time around it is different. Now this is my back pieces. These are my back pieces, and what I'm going to do is that I will turn the neckline the way I turned the front neckline. What you're going to do is that get a pieces like a 20 inches long pieces, and then it should be like 20 inches wide as well. Then place your main fabric on it, then turn the neckline. Use that fabric that you want to use for the draping to turn the neckline. First of all, you can see this one also. I will place my back piece on top of the fabric that I will use for my draping. Then you will use that fabric to turn your neckline first of all. Then after turning the neckline, you can now drape at the shoulder. Now I am managing this fabric. That's why I said I should buy 4 years, right? I am actually managing this fabric. What I'm going to do right now is that I will drape. I am done turning my neckline. I will turn it over to the right side of this fabric, and I will start draping at the shoulder. After draping at the shoulder, the remaining part of the fabric at the back will enter the zipper allowance. I don't know if you understand. I am done turning the neckline. I am done pleating on my shoulder. After turning your neckline, gather on your shoulder, then gather the down part, the remaining part of this fabric, and push it into your zipper allowance. Now the fabric that I'm using is very short. It is not up to 15 inches, I guess. That's why I said that your own fabric should be up to 20 inches or 22, so that when you push it into the zipper allowance, the rest of the fabric will drop. Like, you just take your time and drape your back very well. You can see my own, it is not too full because I don't have enough fabric. Now I am done for this one. You can go ahead and iron that neckline area. This is for the left side of my back. After doing this at the left side, I'll also repeat it on the right side of the back piece. Now this is my neckline. I am done turning it, and then I will push the neckline to come over to the right side of the fabric. You can see what I have there. I am done turning the neckline. The main fabric will serve as the facing. Now after turning the neckline, you are going to pleat on your shoulder. Just go ahead and pleat on your shoulder. After pleating on your shoulder, the remaining part of the fabric will enter the zipper allowance. Please ignore this chalk that I marked here. I was just trying to make things right. Now I'll run a stitch at the shoulder, and I'll also make this one to enter the zipper allowance. Now I am done fixing that, and this is what they look like at the back. If you have an overlocking machine, you can just go ahead and overlock at this stage. Now looking at it, it is looking fine. Now then, imagine where I have enough fabric. It is actually very easy. Imagine where I have enough fabric, it would have looked better. Now I'll go ahead and close my zipper allowance. I'll use 1 inch to close the zipper allowance, a loose stitch. Now this is the skirt. This is the back piece of my skirt. I'll close the zipper allowance. I am done closing the zipper allowance for the back, for the basket. And you know, the skirt of this dress will not have any slits at the back. It has a slit at the front already. That overlap area will serve as the slit, so you don't need to add any slits to the back. Right now, this is what my back looks like after closing my zip allowance. Now I'll go ahead and join the two shoulders. I'll go ahead and join the two shoulders. Now I'll go ahead and shape my bust and my waistline. That's all. Just mark your bust and waistline measurements. Now these are the skirt pieces for the front. I'll go ahead and use my hemming gum to close the front. If you have enough fabric, use your main fabric as the lining. For me, use your lining to turn these front pieces. It is very important, so that when you are walking, people will be seeing the right side of the fabric. You understand? So if you have enough fabric, just go ahead and turn with your lining. Now I am done hemming the hem area, that overlap area. I used my hemming gum. I don't want my stitch to show on it. I don't have a correct thread for this for now. Now after doing that, you make sure that they match each other at that notched area at the center. Then after doing that, you just go ahead and pin the waist area. After pinning the waist area, you will now place the front and the basket pieces together. After pinning, take your waist measurement. Then at your hip should not be too fitted, but take your normal waist measurement. Then you go ahead and shape. Now these pieces are the sleeve pieces and the band. You just go ahead and add your band to your sleeve. Now the next thing that we are going to do is that we will trim the armhole of this top. The top is ready, we are done shaping. We'll just go ahead and trim the armhole. As you are trimming this armhole, you will notice that the pleating at that area might scatter a bit. So what you're going to do is that as you are trimming, just go ahead and use your pin to hold them down. So just after pinning them down, you can go ahead and stitch them, that like sew around your armhole using your sewing machine. Now you can see this one that I'm cutting right now. As I'm trimming it, it will look as if the pleats are scattering, right? But just go ahead and use your pin to hold them down, then use your sewing machine to hold them down. Use your sewing machine and stitch around your armhole so that everything will be in place. And as you are trimming your armhole, please remember your back drape so that you not cut it out. Now we are going to join our waistline to the waistline of the top. We are joining the front and the down part together. You can see how it looks. So just make sure that your waistline, your skirt part and everything is aligning, and this is very important. Then after doing this, remember your zipper allowance. You leave a space for your zipper allowance. I am done joining at the waistline, and this is what I have. The next thing that I'm going to do now is to fix my sleeve. So this sleeve is very simple. You can just make any sleeve you like, though this gaggle sleeve is actually better. And you can see the band area. I did not close the band entirely. Some parts of the band will be open. After doing all that, you are going to cut out a belt. That place that looks like a band on this dress is actually detachable. I'll attach the picture here so that you'll understand what I'm talking about. It is detachable. That is a detachable belt. You are going to cut out your belt, and remember to add an interface to this belt. The belt should be your exact waist measurement. You can just add half an inch for joining your hook. It has a bra hook. I'll attach the picture. It has a bra hook, so if you look at it, you can now decide how wide you want your belt to be. Add an interface to this belt and also add your bra hook. So this is my belt. I'll go ahead and iron. After ironing, this place that I marked is where I'll close and then add my bra hook. That is what we use at the back so that it will not be too visible. At the end of the day, this is what we have. You will now go ahead and tack down all these pleats. You can use your hemming gum, but I'll advise you to use a needle and thread to tack down your pleats so that when you wear them, it will not be scratching. When I wore this on my body, it was actually fitted. So guys, just take your time, tack, add your belt, add your bra hook and your zipper, and that will be all for this tutorial. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to click on my notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be notified. Also click on the subscribe button so that you not miss out on any of my videos. We have our online registration going on. You can just drop a comment section and I will direct you on how to register. Bye.